Although I've had a number of different beneficial work experiences in my life, I wanted to share this one because I feel like it was more foundational and it kind of set the tone for future experiences in my life. And it happened a long time ago, back when the earth was being formed. I had just graduated from high school and I was working in a local department store. And I had been there for a few months and I had accumulated some funds and but being young and wanting to meet new friends, it was a very small town of about 5,000 people. So I wanted to move to the larger city of Edmonton, Alberta, and enjoy my youth, I guess. But so I moved up there and moved into a house with six roommates, and I didn't have a job at the time, so I went out, started looking for jobs, and I landed a job working at a leather goods store called Hop's Handbag, and it was based out of Hong Kong, and it wasn't quite the right fit from the start. It was more. I felt more like I was hawking wares than actually selling products like I was used to at the department store I'd come from. So I was laid off and without a job again. And so I unfortunately, but fortunately, I was burning through my funds and through my savings, and uh, the homeowner slash roommate kindly allowed me to stay there. And while I was working for a job, uh, I was living out of one of the basement closets and sleeping on one of the couches in the house. And so it was a hard time. I was still looking for work and getting discouraged because job hunting is, I think, one of the hardest jobs you can do. So I remember one time in particular very distinctly where I fell to my knees and I began pleading with the Lord for help in finding a job. And very clearly, I remember a voice coming into my head and telling me that everything would be all right. And it wasn't a earth-shattering experience, but it, as often the Spirit speaks to us, it was just that piercing voice right to my heart, um, telling me and letting me know that my Heavenly Father loved me and that He was watching after me, looking after me. And so I continued looking for work. I didn't find anything right away, but I started to, while I was during the daytime, I was looking for jobs, continued doing that. But then at night, I had actually taken on a paper route. And so in Edmonton, it gets really cold, despite any kind of layering or winter, a parka, uh, the winter hat, gloves, scarves, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's really cold, and you can only stay out for so long. In fact, I remember coming home from these deliveries and stripping off the layers of clothing and finding my hindquarters to be purple from how cold it was, and it wasn't fun. But it was a job, and that's what I did to earn the money that whatever money I could. And then eventually, I did get a landscaping job with a local landscaping company called the Cutting Edge, and so it was still winter during. So during the winter, it was snow removal, and during the summers and the spring, it was landscaping and lawn maintenance. So long winter. I think it was probably in November that I started working with them, and so long days of shoveling snow, um, and and then the winter turned into spring. Started to do lawn maintenance and to clean up, to take out all the dead grass, to aerate, and do those things that we do to get the lawns cleaned up, and then long days in the spring and summer of mowing lawns. And I think that it really taught me the value of work, first of all. And I was preparing for a mission, so I was saving what money I could, and I eventually served a mission in Massachusetts. And so the cold weather in Edmonton also helped me to go out. And so first, I think that I learned how to work, and then also from doing that work in Edmonton, I learned how to work in the cold. And the winters in Massachusetts could get pretty cold as well. And despite that, I felt a responsibility, a duty to go out and to serve the Lord, and to go out on those winter days when it wasn't easy. So that's my experience, and thank you.